You have to realize many people who are here come from completely different fields. It surprised me how fast they come with great ideas.
I knew it wouldn't be just me sitting around and just sort of sleeping in a conference or something like that. But actually it was more than I expected.
It's been a complete honour to be able to put together something like this. And have people respond in such a positive way has been just terrific. We're in Riga in Latvia. We're here because it's the European presidency. We're hosting the first ever URBACT City Festival. It's a new kind of event, and the aim is to bring together cities from across the European Union to talk about the challenges that they face and to learn from each other and get inspired about better ways of delivering sustainability in their own cities.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me to welcome you all to the URBACT City Festival. URBACT is the European Territorial Cooperation Programme in charge of fostering sustainable and integrated urban development in European cities.
And I would like to wish all of you exchange views, exchange experience, create networks, create new ideas. That's all we need in European cities, that's all we need here in Riga. Welcome to Riga.
They have organized a lot of different type of activities. So there's been, master classes, and there's been workshops, and there's been workshops. There's little cafe situations where you get to have in small groups discussion with some cities that have experimented some interesting ideas. All participants were active parts of the whole process. So this creates a sort of enthusiasm, which is quite fascinating.
For me, it's always nice to work with people who have a passion for what they do, who work hard in their home city and who want to get inspired. I think that's the strong point here, is you have people from so many backgrounds and they discover that they have so much in common and they should work more together.
There is a debate going on in Brussels, and that debate turns around one key question. Should Europe get involved in urban development? Should Europe work with cities?
I live in London. I love my city and I love cities. And I'm really inspired by creative learning, actually. We know that people learn better when they have fun. So we've introduced some fun elements and quite a lot of sort of pop-up use of the space, using boxes to work on and very sort of low-tech and high-tech methods. We wanted to experiment and see if this would work, because we're actually talking about very serious issues too.
I think the atmosphere in general of this event is very open-minded, so it's very easy to work like this.
These are very stimulating ideas. We have to be provocative, but in fact we have been provoked for the past 3 days, so it's easy now.
Yes, it's very fun because it's easy to talk with people that you don't know. It's a game, the best way to discuss.
I attended a couple of master classes. These were dealing with empowering the citizens and also in how to improve the sustainable development of our cities. Then we had a workshop that was quite interesting in connecting the work that we did in our project that was of abandoned properties into the local situation in Riga, which was a nice thing of the URBACT Festival, is that they're trying to also not just create this bubble of the conference hall, but also get us to know about the city itself, the people and the places.
Exchanging is also about critical reflection about your own work, and it enriches you. For me, the interesting thing is how you can connect traditional policy fields to the development of new business. And this creativity surprised me. So I think there's a lot more potential than we think.
I think you have to balance realism, but also try to find solutions. That's what people are here for. We can't keep on doing the same old thing because it hasn't worked. And also the context is changing. Cities often have less money, with more demand on their services sometimes. So we have to find new ways of designing and delivering services in cities.
These 3 days were very inspirational, not only the content but also the working method.
Look around you, how many of us are still here. We are even more inspired than we were at the very beginning.
I deal in my projects very often with citizen involvement. So I've formulated some of the questions related to this much better, and there are some ideas on what paths we could take, so that could be quite good.
I think the main response we're getting is the atmosphere. Yesterday, for instance, we finished at 6:30 and we rang the bell. It was, technically the end of the day. People didn't leave. They were still deep in conversation and working hard. So it makes me feel actually quite positive about urban futures, because really cities are run by people, for people, and when we've got people who are willing to work this hard and be open and to listen and to learn and to share, then hopefully they can go home and really translate that into action in their cities.